Creator's Desk. First episode of the Creator's Desk, which is my new series here on YouTube. I on here I work on my stories and do different things with my stories. So today is just a talk and write. I'm going to be writing one of my stories while I talk with you guys. As always, feel free to ask questions down in chat. And yeah. So let me tell you a little bit about the story that I'm working on today. It is for my Wattpad. It is one that I'm already a little bit familiar with. It is called Ahoj Světě, which is Hola, which directly translates to Hello World. It is a story written in Czech by me. And yeah, so I'm going to be writing a part of that today. Wait 1 second. Let me quickly get everything up before I'm doing good. I will probably not be speaking Spanish today just because it doesn't go along with the series. I am trying to learn Spanish though, so I can do more Spanish stuff. But yes. Okay, so basically last I updated was in November 2024. Which is crazy to think about. But anyways, no, I need to message my boyfriend. Anyways, but basically, it's honestly the main character. Her name is Natalia, which is my name as well, and it is very much similar to me. Like, I purposely made it like that, and but there's also aspects that are not like me, because this Natalia, she was born in the Czech Republic, and she lived there all her life, and then she went to go do it, and then she went to go travel and everything. And the biggest reason she had to travel was she also had to escape from an abusive ex-boyfriend, and she ended up putting this abusive ex-boyfriend into jail, which is wild and crazy for one of my normal stories. But it happened. I don't really focus much on him in this because, like, no, thank you. We don't need that bad energy here, but happens. So, anyways, I have the prologue that was broken up into two parts. So, the story switches between like a diary entry and like a third person point of view. And so the two parts of the prologue, one was a diary entry and the other was a third person point of view. So I'm going to go write this next chapter, and I might do one of my other ones too, but I'm not completely sure about that yet. But Ahoj Světě, I do write that one with Google Translate just because I'm not amazing at writing Czech. Well, actually, I do not know how to write Czech basically at all. So yeah, next one. Yeah. Anyways, feel free to drop any questions or anything down in the comments below, and we'll gladly answer them. Why is my computer glitching? Tola Yedna. Okay, I want to refresh ourselves quickly. So I'm going to quickly refresh myself on what I don't necessarily remember the full track I was going on for this, but it's fine. We come up with different tracks, and then what I do need to do though is copy one of my stories from a pad all onto my Google Drive just so I have it saved. That one is a long story. Like that one I already have 23 parts, and I'm only like a week into that timeline. That's a long one. Okay, last time I checked in was in right. I was at or Natalia was at the airport and boarding the flight and going. Got it. So this is about a week later. Okay. Let me feel free to ask me questions, you guys, because like I will answer them as I'm doing stuff. So, so this like chapter is kind of I think I'm gonna do this one in a third person, and then the next one after that will be a diary. But yeah, okay. So anyways, for this one, it's her kind of navigating some life. She's already been in Florida for about a week. Mm, at this point, um, and she's learning to navigate. She's gonna be there for. I don't remember my own rules I set for this story. Okay, never mind. I no. We're gonna do a couple days later. And then the diary entry will be a week later when she's leaving Florida. Because she's only staying in Florida for about a week or so. So yeah. This is one of my favorite lines, and that she was surprised that people could understand her. Because, my dad, he's from the Czech Republic, and he came here. And he didn't know any English when he came, because he didn't learn that in school. But he learned English while he was here. But Natalia, does know some English already. She prepared for it because she's going to be touring some of the US before she heads like around the world. And English obviously is the most popular language, which is the most reason why she needs to learn it. So she learned it some. Yeah. I cannot remember what I'm trying to type here. Anyways. I don't like that. Let me change it quickly. So basically what I'm doing is I'm typing it into Google Translate, and Google Translate's giving me the Czech version, which I will then put into Wattpad. I will change the grammar around just a tiny bit to put like female pronouns, but that's about it. Because Google Translate, I found, will automatically put male pronouns. Mm. It's sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I'm putting her in Tampa. Do I want her in Tampa or do I want her somewhere else? I think I'm gonna make her go to Miami, and then after that she's gonna go. So I guess I'm gonna write 2 chapters tonight, and then I'm also gonna again try and write something else for the other story. Yeah. So a lot of the interests in that Natalia has are, like I said, based on me, but if I put a last name for that's not one of my two. A lot of them are related to me, but like she loves to cook, she and like loves to travel, and so that's me, but mm, a lot of that's not being brought up in this chapter. It's gonna wait for a couple of times before she really settles in somewhere. So Florida, she's not settling in. Um, she will probably New York. She won't settle in either. She's probably gonna go. I'm gonna thinking of making her go to one more state in um in the U.S. I'm thinking Williamsburg and have her stay there for a longer period of time before she goes on to travel more, because Williamsburg is one of my favorite cities here in the U.S. So I want to like have her, that little connection with me. Cause let me see what I had wrote last time and like my and because I need to continuously checking there. Um yeah, because when I created this universe, I gave it 1 week she'll be in Florida visiting an old friend. Then she'll go to New York, and then she'll be visiting America first before. So I really do think, and I think that my thought process with this is that she's gonna go to New York after. So Florida, she's staying for a week. She's um uh okay. So New York, she's going to for a week, and or Florida, sorry, she's staying in Florida for a week. New York, she's going up to New York for probably about a week as well, and then she will be going to Williamsburg. She'll be staying there for a month or a couple months at least, just to gain some more money. Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure. she'll be staying in Williamsburg for at least a month because I love Williamsburg so much. Williamsburg was one of my favorite cities. I'm going to make her visit Colonial Williamsburg and everything, and then she's gonna travel around the world and everything, and she is going to go back to Czech, but that won't be her final destination because she's going to leave her heart in. She's gonna have her heart in two places, just the same as I have mine. I have mine in more places than that because I have mine at Colonial Williamsburg, but I also have mine here, and then I have my mind in Czech, or my heart. I place my heart in Czech because that is my second home, basically. Even though I don't go there often, it is like my second home to me. So, I feel like I want her to have a job that is, once she settles down, I want her to have a job that's able to allow her to like go to, not necessarily travel, but allows her to be flexible so she can go back home to Czech so she can be with her grandparents and parents and her family there, but also be able to live in America in Williamsburg, you know. So I think my I'm thinking right now that when she goes to Williamsburg, like I said, she's gonna be staying there longer. It makes sense to find a job. So she's gonna find a job there, but find a job that allows her to travel. But I'm not sure yet. I don't think I set a time period for when this story was made. Like takes place. I don't think. I'm looking. I keep finding. Mm, I keep finding like bumps all over me, and I like am freaked out over it now. Anyways, that's so weird. Why did I share that? Let me see. This is why I love Wattpad. It gives me story details, and I was smart enough to do it. To do this. Oh right, I do remember what happens now. Right. Okay. So my dream is to open a cafe when I grow up, and I'm gonna make this character dream too. So I do think I can do that and incorporate that into my head. Let me see. Let me write that into story notes. Um. That works. Okay, it's updated now, just so I know now if I for some reason stop writing again. Um. Let me see. What should I name her? Should I name my best friend or like one of my best friends? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna name it after one of my best friends. I'm doing this off of my own long distance friend struggles. My long distance friend, she is a long distance friend. She now lives like 8 hours away from me. Do you understand that is long distance? But I'm exaggerating the length of time that the difference between the length of time that I've seen my best friend and that she's seen her best friend, because in here she hasn't seen, and this is her a friend, like it's not her best friend or anything, but she hadn't seen her in over 5 years. I haven't seen my best friend in over a year, or about to be a year, something like that. Yeah. Mm, and I'm making my best friend like still live here in Florida, even though she doesn't live here anymore. Uh, okay, oh, thing is, fine. And I'm making it that Kiana, oops, oh well, it's gonna be in the story anyways. You can find my Wattpad link in my bio. Anyways, that her friend, or yeah, Kiana had basic, was the one to encourage her to follow her dreams and like go, like travel, which I feel would be so true for my best friend. Like they, like she'd always be encouraging me to travel and stuff. I'm trying to think what to say. I'm giving a little backstory on how they met, which is when Kiana's family came to the Czech Republic, which is so BS to the of how me and my actual friend Kiana met. But yeah. I think they're like 18 or 19, 20. We're making it 20. Just so, yeah, 20 or so. I don't think I gave her an age. Wait, never mind. I did give her an age. I already gave her an age. She's 18. So it means if they haven't seen over each other in over 5 years. I mean 12 when they met each other. I hate the thing of she. It's like all over the page. Oh, no, thank you. I'm at 566 words right now. Mine, I'm at 566 characters. That's the wrong thing. I do not need characters, I need words. Well, characters are important too to create words, but I'm getting sidetracked here. It is 119. Anyways, I might not be getting 2 chapters done today. I'm hoping to get 2 chapters done. But I will definitely be working on my other story too because I need to get that done. This summer I will definitely be working on this a lot. I am kind of changing some stuff around that I like now. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make them go up to like Gainesville or Jacksonville somewhere. No, Orlando, so she can go to Disney. And then, yeah. Okay, in 2 days, Kiana will. This is our second point. Second? No, it's third. No. Orlando and Universal because I've been dying to go to Universal. If I can't go to Universal, at least my counterpart can. Up to New York for a week. So she finished. Okay. I'm going to make her a history lover like me, which is why she's intrigued with Virginia. Yeah. I love getting to write this story because, like, obviously, um, so I was, my dad listens to, like, Czech audiobooks all the time, and so I always, my favorite part is just hearing the Kapitola jedna nebo, or Kapitola dva, chapter 1, chapter 2. I don't know, I always like Kapitola better than chapter, and, like, especially in audiobooks rather than hearing chapter 1, chapter 2. It's Kapitola jedna or Kapitola dva. I don't know, I love that sound so much better. So so this just makes my heart so happy watching it, and then watching it I get to see Kapitola jedna. I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird. It's okay. Okay. I'm at over 1,000 characters. That's not saying much. How many that's how many like words is that? Let's see. I'm looking it up. It is 200 words. Um, hey, I don't know what the F just happened. Anyways, I think that one thing that would shock Natalia would be the different types of cuisine that you can get all these different types of cuisine. Um, like, cause in Czech you don't really have that. Um, I'm getting somewhere. I write this one and then write one more chapter, a quick diary chapter that I probably won't end up like posting tonight. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post it tonight or not, or if I do, I have it ready enough to post, and I'll just post it like or put it to later, like publish later. Yeah. Mm. Let me think. What type of food? Oh, my nails. Off topic. Where's my remote? I don't know where my remote is. Oh, change the remote. I found it. Let me show you my nails. They're cute Frenchies. I did them myself. That is completely off topic. But you know what's fine. Do you guys like this or should I put it back? I like the white right now. You guys can see me better too. Anyways. So what I'm doing right now is like listening to different types of cuisine. She's tasted, but like, and I know you can get some of it in Czech, but it's also not like super common that you get the stuff in Czech. So like, again, a lot of the stuff you're gonna find is Czech food. While America doesn't really have a set food unless you count hamburgers and hot dogs and pizza. And again, all of that comes from a different country itself. You know, none of that's obviously created by America. So like there's no true American food. But yeah. But I but that being said, I am going to put American into this thing just because. Yeah. And there are some fast food chains in there, so she could have tried it, but at that point I just honestly do not think that like, and people do go to fast food chains and eat this stuff, but it's not a necessarily common thing. a lot of tourists go do that. But yeah. See, I'm not allowed to get that stuff whenever I'm in Czech. Like, okay, once in a while if that's the only thing to eat, but if there's other food to eat, I'm not allowed to. I don't normally get fast food here either. But if I go to Czech, I'm not like allowed. Like at the mall, in the cafeteria or the food court, and they have a whole bunch of like the common food fast food chains that we have here, like Burger King, McDonald's, um, KFC, stuff like that. But I'm not allowed to get any of that. I have to get like Czech food, and usually that is better anyways than like the American food that I normally eat here. But like I just find it funny. But yeah. And like wait one second, I'm trying to phrase this while also talking to you guys. Okay. One thing I feel like a lot of Europeans say is, why don't Americans use public transport more, walk more? It's because they don't realize how far it takes to go to these places. And so I feel like when they come in, they truly realize that. And so, again, as I'm writing this in the perspective of a Czech person, this is what I'm imagining because obviously I'm American. I grew up, well, I'm not American. I grew up American. I grew up here in America. So, I don't have that perspective of a Czech person coming to the US for the first time. So, this is just what I'm thinking in my head. But yeah. Because, like, even Prague, you can walk that. Tampa, you cannot walk. Miami, you cannot walk. You can walk to some park, obviously. There's no way you're walking across town Miami or across town Tampa. It's just too big, you know? So, or like, say, let me look something up. The, um, Busch Gardens and Amelia Arena. Or Amalie Arena. I mean, there's no way you can walk that far, I don't think. Then they're both in Tampa. Busch Gardens. Amalie Arena. Yeah, it is 16 minutes by car. 3 hours if you were to walk by foot from Amalie Arena to Busch Gardens. There is no way you're doing it, especially in this heat. No. So yeah, anyways, sorry for that rant. So I do have definitely like I do have stuff planned out. I'm going back and adding more stuff because I need to. But yeah. Okay. So let me finish this and then I'll explain to you what I did for it. Okay. So remember how I was saying that she was going to Williamsburg after New York and everything? I was trying to figure out, like all that. And she's going to stay in a hotel in Williamsburg before she figures out, how long she's staying there and everything. Because she does not know that yet. Almost at 2,000 characters. I'm probably gonna start ending this chapter though, just because. But yeah. Honestly, I'm making Kiana her best friend. Yeah, I kind of had to. Just the way everything's turning out. Okay. Kiana would be the fun aunt, the cool aunt. I am going to try and make it so that Kiana can like kind of move with Natalia once she ends up like settling down. Like move up to Williamsburg to be with her. Not like that, but like friendly and helping her run the cafe and everything. Have together. I do think that Natalia will come back to Florida, probably at least one more time before settling in Williamsburg. And if I do decide that Kiana is not going to move up to Williamsburg to be with Natalia, then that's fine, obviously. She'll just, Natalia will just have three places to visit: Florida, Williamsburg, or three homes: Florida, Williamsburg, and Czech. Yeah. So it is, let's see the thing. It is 389 words with 2,278 characters. Excuse me. I don't think I copied the word count or anything else. I need to go through this now and grammar check it. No, she stayed one night. We're gonna make it one night. Rude. It like got my thing messed up. Bottom 13.5. That's a mind wrong thing. It is Arial 13.5. No, 19. Wrong again, I'm wrong again. I'm trying to fix formatting here. I need to fix because Kiana is not an or is not a Czech name. I'm just gonna do to Kiana and not try and change it to Kiani or stuff like that. Mm, okay, it's so far turning out decent. But it's actually turning out halfway decent so far. Like the grammar wise. It's going somewhere, it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. Oh, I've almost been on here for an hour, you guys. This is a long episode. That's all to be. Okay. I now, and I'm going to go finish up the other chapter I want to write. Yeah, if you want to, check out the story, then it is on my Wattpad. Wattpad is called Ahoj Světě. It is written in Czech, like I said. And you can find the link to my Wattpad in my bio. And yeah. But yeah, anyways, thanks for hanging out with me while I wrote through this mess. The this chapter is done, but another chapter needs my love. And anyways, but yeah, so see you next time at the Creator's Desk. I love y'all. Bye.